We write emails, facilitate meetings, participate in conference calls, create reports, devise presentations, debate with your colleagues. The list goes on. We can spend almost our entire day communicating. We expect our communication to produce the best results. So we can provide a huge boost to the productivity of communication by the way of communicate in the clearest, sharp and most effective way possible. In this case, the 7 C's of communication is helpful. The 7 C's provides a checklist for making sure that your speeches, meetings, emails, conference calls, reports and presentations are well constructed and clear, so your audience get your message. Let us consider the 7 C's one by one. The first C is completeness. Completeness brings the desired response. The message should be complete, that is, it must include all the relevant information as required by the intended audience. The complete information gives answers to all the questions of the receivers and helps in better decision making by the recipient. Business message is complete when it contains all the facts reader or listener needs to understand for the reaction you desire. As you strive for completeness, keep the following guidelines in mind. Provide all necessary information, answer all questions asked, give something extra when desirable. Answering the 5 W's and 1 H help makes the message clear. When we prepare a communication, we should clearly understand to whom we are addressing, what are we going to communicate, and when we are going to communicate. We again should consider where it is happening or what it is talking about, and why it should happen and how it should happen. When we have clarity about these 5 W's and 1 H, the receiver also will get a complete message. The second C talks about conciseness. Conciseness saves time. The message should be precise and to the point. The sender should avoid the lengthy sentences and try to convey the subject matter in the least possible words. Eliminate wordy expressions. Include only relevant statements. Be focused. Shorten and avoid long explanations. Avoid gushing politeness. Avoid unnecessary repetitions. Use short forms the second time. Use pronouns. Use single words in places of phrases. Even Winston Churchill made extensive use of simple one-syllable words. Try to find out replacements for these phrases with simple words, due to the fact that employed the use of basic fundamentals completely eliminate alternative choices, actual experience, connected together, final result, prove conclusively. Now see these replacements: because, used, fundamentals, eliminate, alternatives, experience, connected, result, prove, concisely. Try to identify long phrases you can often use in your communication and replace all with small and simple words to make your communication more effective. Now do this exercise and check your ability to make communication concise. Rewrite the following by omitting articles, trite expressions, wordy sentences, and repetitions. Will you ship us something anytime during the month of October or even November if you are rushed? For November will suit us just as well. In fact, little bit better. 300 of the regular 3.5 inch blue armbands with a white sewn letter in the middle. This is a lengthy, boring message for a receiver. The person on the reception end may like something like this. Will you ship 300 regular 3.5 inch armbands with the white sewn letter in the middle before December? Conciseness improves the chance of getting the attraction to your message by the receiver. The third C is consideration. Consideration means understanding of human nature. It is also called as the you attitude. Consideration means preparing every message with the message receivers in mind. Try to put yourself in their place. When you prepare and deliver a message, give attention to 3 things. You are considerate, you do not lose your temper, you do not accuse or charge them without facts, And consideration is focus on you instead of I and we. Show reader benefits and interest. Emphasis on positive and pleasant. Apply integrity and ethics. Using you does help project the you attitude, but be careful, overuse can lead to a negative reaction. Show audience benefit or interest in the receiver. Receiver may react positively when benefits are shown to them. Benefits must meet recipients' needs, address their concerns, or offer them rewards. Write with the you attitude, it shows consideration. See these examples. I want to send my congratulations for. This can be written as congratulations to you. We will ship soon the goods you order. Can be written as your goods will be shipped soon. Instead of saying we will give the 8% of interest, say we will receive 8% interest on your deposit. When you show the attitude to your receiver, the chances to get a yes from the receiver is very high. Now let's look into the fourth C. Fourth C is concreteness. Concreteness always reinforces confidence. You can improve the concreteness of your message by being definite, vivid and specific rather than vague, obscure and general. This will improve the receptiveness of your message. Facts and figures being presented in the message should be specific rather than vague. Choose vivid image building words by comparison and figurative language. Another way can be use more adjectives and adverbs. Read the message on the screen. When you read this message, you might have a vague idea about the usage of smartphones in comparison with the ordinary handsets, but I am sure you are going to get more from this image. By looking into this picture, you will get a far better and concrete idea about both kinds of phones. Think about yourself now. You need to give more concreteness to your message to make better convictions in the minds of recipients. The fifth C is clarity. Clarity makes comprehension easier. Clarity demands the use of simple language and easy sentence structure in composing the message. When there is clarity in presenting ideas, it is easy for the receiver or decoder to grasp the meaning being conveyed by the sender or encoder. There are 3 points we need to give attention about clarity in creating a communication. Choose short, familiar and conversational words. Construct effective sentences and paragraphs. Include examples, illustrations and visual aids. The whole idea of our communication is that the receiver has to understand it completely and act according to your instructions in the communication. In order to achieve this goal, choose precise, concrete and familiar words. Now try to reread this sentence with more clarity. What did you understand from this sentence? It means nothing but the data we studied show that your property is profitable and in high demand. So never complicate communication with your knowledge of rarely used vocabularies, since passing the content to the receiver is very much important. The sixth C stands for courtesy. Courtesy strengthens relations. In business, almost everything starts and ends in courtesy. Courtesy means not only thinking about the receiver but also valuing his feelings. This can be achieved by using polite words, gestures, being appreciative, thoughtful, tactful, and showing respect to the receiver. Courtesy builds goodwill. Use of terms that show respect for the receiver contribute towards effective communication. The following are suggestions for generating a courteous tone. Be sincere, tactful, thoughtful, and appreciative. Omit expressions that hurt, irritate, or insult. Grant apologies graciously. Think you are not going to lose anything through an apology other than useless arrogance. but it can gain you a customer, a client, a friend, a relationship which is worthier than your arrogance. Be sincerely tactful, thoughtful, and appreciative. Give attention to these remarks. Think how we can do the same expressions in a more courteous way. Stupid letter. I can't understand any of it. Clearly, you did not read my latest facts. Now, how about saying this way? It is my understanding. Sometimes my wording is not precise. Let me try again. Use expressions that show respect. No reader wants to receive a message that often. You can skip irritating expressions like you are offending, you fail to, contrary to your inference, inexcusable, simply nonsense, but use the courteous alternative sentences so that you can win the hearts of people. The final C stands for correctness. Correctness in the message helps in building confidence. At the core of correctness is proper grammar, punctuation, and spelling. When your communication is correct, it fits your audience, and correct communication is also error-free communication. At the time of encoding, if the encoder has the comprehensive knowledge about the decoder of message, it makes the communication easy to understand. So always use the right level of language, give attention to the correct use of grammar, spelling, and punctuation. Make sure the accuracy in stating facts and figures. Try to improve your communication by evaluating every communication, whether it is written or oral or recorded, by analyzing it in the light of 7 C's. I would like to give you few more tips for effective verbal communication. Be direct, repeat when needed, be clear, consider your audience, watch your non-verbal signals, use vary techniques. As I conclude, let us see the 7 C's once again. They are completeness, conciseness, consideration, concreteness, clarity, courtesy, and correctness. Always remember this. Most of the successful people I have known are the ones who do more listening than talking. If you have any doubts or queries, you can always contact me at the address in the screen.